And in Europe, Russia has expressed outrage over the peace plan floated by Donald Trump's team to end the war in Ukraine. Speaking at a press conference, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov rejected the proposal, saying Moscow is not happy with Trump's intention to keep the door open for Ukraine to join NATO.
Judging from numerous leaks and Donald Trump's interview with Time magazine on December 12th, their idea is to suspend hostilities along the line of contact and transfer responsibility for confrontation with Russia to the Europeans. We are not happy, of course, with the proposals made by members of the Trump team to postpone Ukraine's admission to NATO for 20 years and to station British and European peacekeeping forces in Ukraine.
Moscow's criticism came days after Trump gave an interview to Time magazine. During the interview, Donald Trump did not elaborate on his official peace plan, but slammed Ukraine for using American missiles in Russian territory. He said vehemently that he disagrees with sending missiles hundreds of miles into Russia, and he also added that doing so would only escalate the war and make it worse. Trump also said Ukraine should not have been allowed to use American missiles in Russia. However, the incoming commander-in-chief did say that he would not abandon Ukraine and would reach a quick solution to the ongoing war with this undisclosed plan. He even went so far as to call President Joe Biden's decision, quote-unquote, foolish for allowing Ukraine to shoot missiles deep inside Russia. Meanwhile, reports have emerged saying Donald Trump is considering stationing European troops in Ukraine while delaying its membership in NATO. Moreover, Trump's pick for Ukraine envoy Keith Kellogg has suggested cutting off aid to Kyiv and threatening Moscow with surging weapons to reach a peace deal. However, Russia sees no point in a temporary ceasefire and wants a legally binding agreement for a lasting peace.
We cannot be satisfied with empty talk. So far, all we hear is talk about the need to come up with some kind of truce. And it is not particularly hidden that this truce is needed in order to gain time to continue pumping Ukraine with weapons, so that they can get themselves in order, carry out additional mobilization, and so on. A truce is a road to nowhere. We need final legal agreements that will fix all the conditions for ensuring the security of the Russian Federation, and, of course, the legitimate security interests of our neighbors, but in a context that will secure the impossibility of violating these agreements in an internationally legal manner.
Now, last month, reports said Vladimir Putin is open to discuss a Ukraine ceasefire deal with Donald Trump. However, the Russian leader does not want to make any territorial concessions and insists Ukraine drops its ambition of joining NATO. Now it remains to be seen how Trump will tackle Putin's lack of flexibility in negotiations to keep his promise of ending the deadly war in Ukraine on day one.